I woke up today in a beautiful canvas tent overlooking a very serene lake, and I woke up just in time to see the sunrise over said lake. Can you hear the roosters crowing? And it's beautiful. I am at Hidden Ridge at Otter Lake, which is in Girard, Illinois, very southern Illinois, practically at the border of Missouri. Same drive that I would take to go down to St. Louis to visit my family there. So very familiar. It was, let's see, about 3.5 hours from where I live, so not too bad. I got in very late last night, and by very late I mean 8:30, and it was pitch black, and I could not find the place. So I had to call this is an Airbnb, so I had to call the listing host. She was very gracious and helped me find it right away. It was very simple. I was just one block to, I wasn't close enough by one block, but I got here. Oh my gosh, the mist rolling on the lake is just so beautiful. I'll show you what I'm looking at. This is my view. I'm on the back side of the tent. This is a really cool canvas tent, very similar to the Conestoga Ranch one, a kind of glamping tent, if you will. This is definitely glamping. Oh, there's a little frog. Oh, he just went away. Lots of things, lots of nature. And I've got my breakfast, and I've got my pooch. She's not sure about any of this, but I'm so grateful I was able to bring her. I've got this view and I've got fresh air, and I'm just one happy girl. Anyway, like I said, I got in late last night. I thought I was gonna leave 4 hours earlier than I did, and I didn't. So that was kind of a bummer, because I was hoping to have, 2 full evenings. Here, what I like to do usually when I arrive at a place that I'm documenting, I like to share what it looks like before I unload all my stuff in its pristine state, if you will, and then get settled and have that done, so the next day I can film, yes, but also know that I've already done the tour and all that. So that's not how that went this time, but I will give you guys a full tour. In fact, let's take a look at this beautiful spot right now. Here we are at Hidden Ridge at Otter Lake. Beautiful spot, tucked right up against the lakefront of Otter Lake. There's the tent. Miss Winnie's modeling the front porch. And here's a look at the whole site. That's the kitchen and bathroom area. And then the fire pit and eating zones. And the tent. So this site comes equipped with your own private bathroom and shower, flushing toilet, hot water, and a running sink. It also comes with this grill and, of course, your fire pit, which you could cook on. I brought my own camping stove with me because I just wanted to use it, and that's how I prefer to cook, but super cute. Look, welcome to the lake. It's just got a really nice kind of country lake vibe. You come over here. This is the shower. Very nice, and look, they provide you with all sorts of shower essentials, soap, shampoo, etc. Very nice shower head. I don't know if I'll use this during my stay here, but it's really convenient. And then here on the other side of the kitchen, you have the toilet. And it's also just so beautifully appointed, and everything for being a campsite is just sparkling clean. The kitchen area has this bar, this kind of live edge bar area with 4 stools, and then the sink is this vintage sink cabinet, and it comes with plates and cups and utensils and cooking stuff and pots and pans, so you really have just everything you need, even equipped with soap and paper towels and lanterns and things I haven't quite figured out how to turn on for when it gets dark. I brought my own cooler and my own drinking water, and like I said, my own stove, which was unnecessary but just something I wanted to bring. So really fully equipped, and Too cute to boot. Here you can see their water tank. They have a solar panel set up. And then this is kind of the lounging dining area. It's got 2 picnic tables, the hammock, which I fully intend of using later, and then the fire pit. I look forward to building a fire tonight. Isn't this beautiful? They provide firewood and even kindling and starter in the kitchen. If you come to the edge here, you can see the lake a little bit better. It's very private because of the trees, so it's a little hard to see the lake, but there is an access to it, which I will take you down to later when we attempt to paddleboard. And please note how I said attempt. You know, you gotta try the things. Everything is just so well thought out with, you know, between the gravel and the stones to walk on and the tiki torches and the flameless candles on timers, which is just so great. Just lots of little details. And the tent is immaculate inside and just so sweet. I opened it all up to get some light in there because it's a little dark with it all shut. But you can close all the windows and all the doors completely or do the screens. You want to show? Should we show them the inside? Let's go in. Here. Go in. It is pet friendly here, which I very much appreciate. I mean, come on. Is this not the cutest? Is it not the cutest? Yes, it is. So, like I mentioned, I like to film my tours before I unload my stuff. That wasn't a possibility this time. But I did my best to kind of clump all my stuff on the side. So you could kind of just get the vibe without all my stuff spattered about. That is my axe there. And my headlamp. I forgot to put that away. But it comes with some lanterns, which is really nice. I did bring one of my own favorites to have. But there's plenty of lighting options. Seating here. I love the little decor details. There's not too many of them, but they are sweet and well placed. They provide fresh towels, which is really nice, and clean linens on the bed. There's all my stuff right there, you can see. I did bring my Jackery with me because they don't have power here, aside from the things that they have on batteries. The bed is super sweet. I love the pillow. And they also provide quite a bit of information about local things to do in Illinois, state parks, and things like that. I swear, she drinks every time I start talking to the camera. Yes, my dog drinks like a hamster. It's been well documented. Possibly my favorite part of this whole area, at least so far, is the back porch. It is just beautiful. And I fully intend on doing yoga there. I think if I just push the chairs to the side, it'll work out perfectly. You get a really nice view of the lake. And it's just a beautiful breeze. It's just a beautiful time of year. For reference, I'm filming this, it's mid-September. Or early mid-September, I should say. And yeah, we've been really enjoying it. This is my morning look. I don't think about what I look like before I start filming. Which maybe I should. I just don't. You get what you get with this one. But, yeah. I'm kind of like working up to actual camping. You know, I've done car camping, I've done now glamping a couple of times, and I have a camping trip in mind in a couple of weeks, which I have been dragging my feet on actually planning, because I think I'm just like a little nervous. And I don't know yet if I'm just going to sleep in my car or attempt to like sleep outside. But what I've figured out is that pretty much the first night, I don't sleep well. Because there's just so many noises and I'm a little nervous-ish. I don't feel like scared. I just, like every noise, I'm like, what is that? What is that? And then by the second night, I'm fine and I've, you know, calmed down. And I don't want to give the impression that I'm like freaking out. I'm just like more on alert, I think. And, you know, when you're traveling by yourself, especially as a woman, I think you should be alert. And do not get me wrong, I am locked and loaded. I don't have a gun, so that's not what I mean, but I have my other weapons of choice that I keep near me at all times for safety. And they're not necessarily just defensive, like you can use them for wilderness survival if necessary. I recommend any traveler to have a small blade if they're out in the wilderness. I just think it's so important. If you get lost or stranded or worse, injured or anything, it's just important to have a blade. And I always carry pepper spray. And because I have my car, I brought my axe, which is sharp. But I also use it to make kindling out of my logs. So, you know, it's multifunctional. Weapons, they're not really weapons, they're tools, but they can be used defensively if necessary. Luckily, I've never had that issue, but I get questions sometimes about safety and concerns and things like that. And I don't feel concerned. I think it's just important to understand the distinction between being alert and aware and being concerned. Those are different things. If I felt concerned, I would get in my car and I would leave. Like if something, even if there's nothing happening, but something in me didn't feel right, like I had a weird feeling, and especially, like obviously, if something was definitely not right, I would just take my stuff, and I would just leave my stuff. I would just get in the car and go right away, and then come back when it felt safe, or just not come back. Like, I think you just need to know when to pick up and go, even if others might think it's silly. It's not silly when you're by yourself, or even with others. Trust your instincts. Anyway, got a little side segue there. A little side story. I don't know. Like I said, this place I found on Airbnb. It was in my list of local spots to visit. I haven't really looked for glamping kinds of areas around me, but this one I found, and it got great reviews, and it's just accessible to me, and I love that it's on a lake, so I can enjoy the lake. And it's beautiful. I mean, I got here, it was pitch black already, but I could tell just how well maintained this property is, just how well cared for. It's super clean and tidy, especially being like an outdoor, mostly outdoor space. I mean, it has this beautiful tent that, you know, you will have seen on the tour. It's just immaculate, and I have everything you need. I have a toilet, I have a shower, I have a little kitchen. And it's all private. It's not, you know, like a mutually shared space. So that's really nice. So I did put the drone out this morning to try to get the sunrise, and I thought I was filming, but apparently I wasn't, because I didn't get it. I got some photos that I'll pop in. Sadly, I only filmed me landing the drone, which is not exciting footage. So that's a bummer, but hopefully I'll get one of sunset tonight. I didn't want to fly it too long either, because it was kind of early, and I don't want to disturb anybody. There's people who have cabins, and there's campsites around this lake. I'm not exactly sure where. I just flew the drone out a few yards to basically get the sunset. Sadly, didn't film, but pictures are pretty. And yeah, I think today I'm gonna put the paddleboard on a lake. I have bought Winnie a life jacket. She's never been on any sort of watercraft, so I don't know how that's gonna go. If that doesn't pan out, she can hang out in this tent and be very happy while I do that. Planning on just kind of enjoying the area today. I might walk Winnie down the lane a little bit and go to the park, and that's like the more developed area, and kind of just check that out in a little bit. Do some yoga, eat this breakfast, sit and relax. It's just beautiful. And I do hear motorboats out already, so I know people are up and about fishing. I know this lake is very popular for fishing. I think they have bass. I'm not sure, though, don't quote me on that. But I saw a few fish flopping around in the water this morning, coming up, you know, jumping out of the water. It's so cool. Okay, well, I'll bring you along on my day, and we'll see what we get up to. You don't want to come outside? You just want to stay in the tent? She's an indoor dog. We're trying this camping thing, huh? Don't think we're cut out for it. She's so cute. But look, I push the chairs to the side, and my yoga mat fits perfectly. Could this be a better spot to do yoga? I don't think it is. I'm stoked. we've made it to the lake. That's the park, I guess, over there, and my campsite's like in there. Could this be a more beautiful day? We're gonna try getting on that water. I just wanted to get her out for a little exercise. She's hot. I might have to carry her back. It wasn't that far, but yeah. It is gorgeous out. This little guy has been my little kitchen helper. Yeah. He just lives under this mat. Very simple lunch, especially because I forgot my hummus, which is sad, but it's okay. Veggies, I've been real into raw veggies lately. Haven't tried this plant-based cheese before, but I'm giving it a go. And my favorite, Mary's crackers. They're so good. I broke out the DEET wipes, which I only do when I'm pretty certain I'm going to be around some pretty serious bugs. And I'm going in a lake, so probably. I'm just going to get Winnie to adjust her new life vest. Do you want to go paddling on the water? I think you're going to hate it, but we got to try it, Bunny. We just got to try it. This Jen attempts to get in the water and get the dog on the paddleboard. Take one. Awesome. Closer. Okay. Good. Go floating away. Yeah, that seems pretty good. Okay, come to Mama. Come on, you can do it. Look at that! Oh, my poor girl. I'm gonna see if she's better when I'm on it. If not, I'll put her back up in the tent. Okay. Now we're gonna let Mama get on, okay? There's so much mud on my shoes. Okay, let's remember how to get back here. Hi, Miss Thing. We did it! We did it, Bunny. We did it. Oh, my poor girl. You're doing great. I'm awake. I can't believe this. I cannot believe this. I am so excited. We launched. Winnie's not super excited about it, but she stopped shaking so violently since I put her on my lap. And we're just floating in the middle of the lake. There's nobody on the lake. 0 people are on the lake. It's just us. I gotta remember somehow that. I should have left like a towel or some sort of distinguishing thing. I'm stoked. I'm so happy. Well, I think that's just about as good as that's gonna get. And that's just I realize you're supposed to stand, but this dog is only happy if she's on my lap. She stopped shaking. Oh, stop. We're just enjoying the ride now. That's right. What is my life? Beautiful life. This is on my phone, so I don't know if it's going to pick it up, but there are so many hawks circling in the sky, and they are big. They are bigger than the ones we have at home up north. I don't know if they look like tiny dots, right? But they are actually really big. Look at that guy.
Several song-filled hours later.
Well, I was just laying, it's like almost 6, and I was just laying things out to start prepping for dinner. I made a rookie mistake. I brought all the ingredients to make a rice stir fry, including leftover rice. Here, I'll just show you. I've got my rice, I've got zucchini, I've got mushrooms, I've got tofu. I didn't bring any oil to cook with, or any seasonings. And I can do without the seasonings, but I cannot do without the oil. This pan cannot do without the oil. And I'm just like, I think I'm just too tired to care that much. I mean, I could just cut up the zucchini and try to light the grill and throw it on the grill. I could do that. Or I brought some leftover guacamole with me, and I can have the rest of the veggies, just cut them up, and guacamole, and I have some crackers left and some of the more of that plant-based cheese, and then make s'mores in a nice fire and call it a day. I think that's what I'm gonna do. So, kind of a bummer, but honestly, it's like, well, it's one of those you live, you learn things. Things that I'm learning. Don't forget all of your cooking things. Also, like, want to travel with my own cooking knife to even Airbnb, like regular house Airbnbs. I mean, I've been to half a dozen or so now. Some that I filmed and some that are with family and I haven't filmed, and I'm just, every time I'm like, I wish I had a proper kitchen knife. And I probably want to bring my own pan when it's 2. Just bring your own pan. Bring your own pan, bring your own knife. Don't forget cooking necessities like a little oil, a little seasoning. Oh dear. It's alright. It will be okay. I know some of you like seeing the food situation, so I'll just take a piece of things out and I'm going to show you right, so that's my leftover guacamole from taco night with the kids, and I'm going to put these things back, and it's not a big deal. So I brought a few of my favorite sparkling waters, and I've been really enjoying these Olipop's. It's like, I'm not a big soda person, but I really like that. My berries from breakfast. I was going to make salad, but I forgot all of them again, and I was going to put beans on that salad. I had leftover beans. Yeah, that didn't pan out, did it? No, it did not. And I have a lot of cool packs in there. Probably ice is better. I have my overnight oats and this just almond milk for my tea, and that little container is my tea, and this is chocolate. You can get that out now because it's not hot anymore. Chocolate for the, s'mores. At least I remembered the s'more stuff. Priorities. I think our little bug friend is very disappointed. I haven't put any real food scraps down the sink. He keeps coming out every time I turn on the faucet, and then he sniffs around and he's like, there's no food in here. and he goes back to his little retreat. Sorry to disappoint. Well, it isn't quite the dinner I had planned, but it will do. I'm actually quite satisfied with this right now. I think that'll be fine. I also have trail mix in the car if I need something more, and plenty of stuff for s'mores. I had originally packed thinking I would get here earlier and have a fire last night and tonight. That didn't happen. I got in too late last night. I was too tired. So I have a whole bar of chocolate. We can do some damage with a whole bar of chocolate. I also brought my Murphy's candle from home. I find it very effective. I like their products. I use a lot of their products too. I use a DEET like I did earlier when I feel like I really need something extra, but the Murphy's is more natural, no DEET, and I like it a lot. This one, she just likes hanging out as close to the thing that resembles an actual structure. She's like, I'm not coming out. You're in the forest. I'm gonna stay near the tent.
I've said it many times, I know I would change my ways, I know for sure. When all the crows decide to meet, they settle down beneath my feet. I've got it right and I got it wrong, but I learned my lesson hanging on.
What do you think of our glamping adventure? Are you enjoying yourself? No comment. We got a nice fire going. Look at those coals at the bottom. That's what we want. I'm gonna let this burn for a while. We want those coals to be nice, really perfectly toasted. I don't like charred. I know some people do. It's not. I like perfectly roasted marshmallows. I'm just so fashionable. I've got my headlamp on for lighting in case it gets dark by the time I stand back up. I just took some really beautiful drone shots of the sunset over the lake. I think they're beautiful. I don't know. It's hard to tell on the little screen. It was beautiful. I can't actually see the full lake without the drone or being out on the paddleboard. So, and I'm cooked after. I mean, I'm not sure, but I think we spent between 2 and 3 hours on the lake today. Because by the time I got back, it was 5, and I thought I had left around 2, but I didn't really look very specifically. This one is like, is this adventure over yet? Oh, Bunny, you're doing such a good job. I'm so proud of her for going on the paddleboard and staying with me the whole time and not panicking and just being real good about it. And I'm just so impressed. I was not expecting that. This must be some really wet wood because it is hissing and smoking. We're still gonna get some nice coals though. Okay, this is now perfect, especially on that side. I've got everything stacked up here and ready to go. I'm making 2 because, you know, live big or go home. Winnie is still not super impressed, but she's being really good. It's kind of hard to film s'mores when it's big black outside. But they're there and they're scrumptious looking, and I'm gonna gobble them up and head to bed. The spiders out here do not mess around. This, I don't think it's gonna pick up on camera, but this spider just built this huge web since I made dinner. Like an hour and a half ago.
The next day.
The star is refusing to come out this morning. She's like, I've had enough outdoor time. I didn't shower yesterday. Can you tell? I don't know, I just didn't really feel like it. It's a beautiful shower. I would totally use it if I was staying another day. But I'm just gonna go home. Back in the same spot. Back with the same breakfast. I used up all the berries, so there's a lot of berries on there. And can we just talk for a minute? Let me see, there's a lot of almond butter on there too. I was very generous. About these blueberries? They're the size of the blackberries. They're enormous. Slept great. Heard a pack of coyotes. And there's a couple of owls that have been calling back and forth to each other in the evenings, which has been really lovely to hear. I haven't seen any animals aside from the amazing, I believe they're herons, blue and white herons on the water, and the fish in the water, of course, and a few squirrels. But I heard the coyotes and I could hear the owls, and I'm certain there's other animals too. Definitely deer. I saw deer on my way in when I was driving. What a beautiful time. This is such a special spot. I was really keen on coming here, A, because it's just lovely and special and kind of unique in this spot, right? But also, B, because, was I doing letters? A, B? I don't know. I am working on developing more courage around solo camping and not without any locked doors, right? So when I'm in my car sleeping, I actually feel a little less alert. I'm still alert, but a little less like edgy alert about it than even being here in this beautiful, secluded, extremely private glamping campsite, but there's no locks, right? I'm not like locked in. So I feel like that's just something that I'm just gonna have to keep working towards, because I would like to camp in a tent. I kind of want to do that in a couple of weeks. I'm not sure it's gonna happen. I'm working on my camping skills. And glamping is a really, really nice stepping stone to that, especially solo glamping, because I have service here, which is nice, and I've been in pretty much constant contact with the owner of the listing, the host, as they call them. She helped me find the place. She checked in with me last night, so I have felt like connected to somebody. I've seen a couple of people on the lake, but nobody around here. So it's kind of a comfortable intermediary. And wow, if you want to do glamping and you are anywhere near southern Illinois, this is just such a beautiful and unexpected spot. It's quite literally plop in the middle of huge agricultural fields, and I feel like they might even be industrial farms. I'm not sure, but they're huge, vast acreage of corn. And I'm sure they're doing other sorts of farming too, but wow. And that's all you can see for miles and miles and miles is fields of corn. And then suddenly you come to this lake in the middle of it all. And even when I was flying my drone last night and I was turning around to get the sunset shot, I could see just beyond the tree line, which is not that deep, close to the lake line, fields for as far as the eye can see. I love that this spot exists here. It feels like a little oasis in the middle of farm country. I mean, you really just have everything you need here. A flushing toilet, a hot water, a working kitchen, a beautiful established campfire pit, this amazing tent with all the comforts of home, and access to this great lake. There's a park district here, and I believe you can rent things if you don't have your own water stuff and you want to like rent a kayak or something. I believe also the host rents kayaks if you're interested in that. I highly recommend it. It's a beautiful lake to paddle around on, and I know there's fishing here if you're into fishing. I think you probably just need to make sure you get the appropriate license and whatnot. But yeah, highly recommend. 10 out of 10 recommend this spot. Beautiful for groups even. I feel like you could, I mean, the bed sleeps too, right? But you could definitely roll out some sleeping bags and sleep your kids in here too. And I mean, the tent is just so ample. And the campground space is roomy. There's plenty of seating for a group and really everything you need. But it's also a beautiful spot to come and unwind and recharge solo. So just some things to consider if you're ever near Girard, Illinois. A beautiful spot. Beautiful spot. And the host couldn't be nicer, and you can tell she really cares about this place by just how neat and tidy it is. My goodness. So, like, immaculate, sparkling. So yeah, that's it for me and my stay. I'm going to eat my breakfast and let it warm up a little bit, and then do some back porch yoga here and hit the road. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed coming along with me on this solo glamping adventure. so much fun. And I think next time you see me, there might be some camping happening. I don't know if it'll be car camping or tent camping or some hybrid of the two, but we'll see what the future holds. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you're having a beautiful fall season, or whatever season it is when you're watching this, wherever you are. And I will talk to you soon. Take care, guys.